Hey, Donnie Gupton here. Hope you're finishing up this year strong. In this short video here, I want to go over a simple method you can use to generate more job orders in 2018. So, we all know that this recruiting business is the recruiting industry as a whole is a relationship business, and that's never going to change. And that's why for years and years, a lot of people's core business development has always been through networking and going to trade shows and things like that. And those are obviously very effective ways to build and grow a recruitment business, but it's also a very time consuming way. And with the tools available today in today's digital world, there's more efficient ways that we can get these same goals accomplished. So, right now you're using a tool every single day to recruit candidates and to promote your business, and to distribute content. And, that tool is LinkedIn. And so, speaking with hundreds of recruiters over the past year, what I've noticed is two things. One is they know how to use LinkedIn for sourcing candidates, but they haven't really figured out a good way to leverage LinkedIn to develop new business and to get more job orders. And that's exactly what we're going to go over on this video is how we can do that more efficiently. So the first thing is we want to position ourselves, and we want to use our LinkedIn profile to do this. We want to position ourselves as being an expert, an authority in the marketplace, somebody who's a specialist in a certain niche. And that obviously goes hand in hand as well with how you can communicate with some of these decision makers. And a lot of companies really find value in recruiters that specialize in a certain, whether it be position, industry, or whatever. And so you want to take your profile and you want to show that expertise and that specialty. And you want to take your profile, instead of writing a summary about your work experience, write a summary about how you can make an impact on their business. Leverage that real estate. So that's the first thing you want to do, is really look at how you're positioning yourself using your LinkedIn profile. The next thing you want to do is, like we talked about, is we want to really know who this target market is. So, a lot of times we know what industry to go after and the type of company profile, but really we need to figure out who this decision maker is. And that's really what we want to focus in on, is who are the decision makers in companies, because from company A to company B, always going to be a different decision maker. So we want to find out, what are the probable decision makers that are going to have the need for my services. And a lot of times, speaking with a lot of recruiting professionals, want to stay away from HR, right? So we usually want to get into VPs of sales or chief technology officer, whatever it may be. You really want to know who your target decision maker is. So we want to dig deeper than just the general target market, find out who the decision maker is, because we want to go out and try to connect with these folks. So just like anything else, if we were meeting somebody at a networking event, we need to have a great first impression. So, we've positioned our profile to do that. But then when we send our invite message out, we want to make sure that, we're putting ourselves in their shoes and going, why would this company want to connect with me? And if we're doing that, then we'll be able to create a nice, compelling invite message that will increase our response, increase our connection rate. Whatever you do, just don't use LinkedIn's default messaging. You're better than that. You're more creative than that. And that's just not a good way to go out and create new connections. Now, as you know from using this tool, the connections can come in from anywhere from one day to, a month later will people start to connect with you. But immediately once people connect with you, you want to start engaging with them and, at least follow up and thank them for connecting. And then from there, you want to start delivering value. You want to start showing how you are different from the next recruiter. And I can tell you that that's not by talking about you. It's about talking about the prospective client. So, there's millions of ways you can deliver, valuable content for the client. And it's, I'd recommend not really promoting your business. Strictly stick to delivering the value. And then from there, the fortune's in the follow-up, right? So we need to continue following up by delivering value continuously on a regular basis. And what we found through our research is typically 50% of people start engaging after about the fourth message. There's a relationship starting to be built there. And, just like we talked about, this is a relationship industry. So it's really a combination of taking what our efforts are here, on a platform like LinkedIn online, and how do we marry that with our offline efforts. So it really kind of becomes the same as we're going to build and nurture a relationship and continue to provide valuable content through time so that we start building trust with our audience, right? Now, there's no doubt that this is a lot of work. And with recruiters struggling with time in the day as it is now, majority of recruiters, when I talk to them, it's like, hey, if you can give me 48 hours instead of 24, I might be able to, generate more business. Well, obviously that's not possible. So, with the amount of work to do, even though it is a lot of work, there's nothing that's more targeted where you can find specific decision makers from specific companies and interact and engage with them from the seat of your home, even if you wanted to, if you're not at an office, right? So if you're overwhelmed with time and you want to work with an expert that does this every single day, I'd really love to help you out. This is what I'm doing with my clients right now. This is one of the methods that we use, and I'd love to be a resource for you. So if that's something you'd like to do, I'd just like to invite you to schedule a free strategy session with me, and we'll talk to you soon.